Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be discussing very important topic, which we will cover SonarQube code analysis application. Right. So we will discuss a lot of things about that. The scope which we are going currently with that is we are using with DevSecOps. Right. This is the latest. Right. The reason for the security integrated within the software development lifecycle is to enhance the code quality. Okay, to provide with the bugs if any vulnerability exist in your code or any XY things to like exist in your code which can duplication of your code. To avoid this all thing, the concept came as DevSecOps. Then that means we are using some security tools, right? So in that one of the tool, if you check over here, you will be finding one of the tool is our SonarQube. Okay, so let's go and check it out our document. Just show what is SonarQube. Okay, basically in this tutorial, before we move to installation of SonarQube in the AWS and integrate with the Jenkins, and to review our existing code and to find out is there any bug available in that, any vulnerability or any hotspot, code smell, the coverage, any duplication of the code. Okay, some code is exist but it's not in the use. So this everything all will be covering. Before that, we will just try to understand that why do we require SonarQube. Okay, before we learn, first we will share our our vision or our before we learn, we should be clear that what will be the use case. Okay, and why does we are going to learn this SonarQube and how we are going to be benefited through that. Okay, as a DevOps engineer, you should be able to deploy SonarQube, okay, into the server, and you have to integrate in CDLC, like software development cycle. Okay, and you have to integrate with your CI/CD pipelines or CI/CD any application Jenkins, any other Jenkins, any another okay application which we are using. Okay, it can be multiple circle CI, any other one, right? So these are things that why we require to do that. The thing is that first thing what this SonarQube provides you that is provide you it will provide you that you can do your code scans. Okay, static code analysis in this. Okay, you can customize the rule in the sense that we can create as for the default. If your 80% of your code is passed, then it should be mentioned as pass, which is mentioned over here. If it is exceed like below the 80, then it should be failed. Okay, the build should be failed. The scan of your code should be failed. So based on your project and based on your project, like how secure your project you are gonna make it, or what kind of project is it, a healthcare project, it might be banking project, different domains. Based on that, based on your use case, you can make it your customized rules too. Okay, and if you're going with the static code analyst tools in the market, there are XYZ, there is multiple that also we are going to cover. And the programming list, SonarQube, which programming language does it support? It supports Java, Python, mostly all the things. Okay, and it can provide you the custom also. There are those plugins available based on your use case. And what the code quality check, potential rewritten code, XSL complexity, whatever the content, if there are any bugs in your code, it will be reviewed and it provides you the suggestion that you can do it to overcome these bugs or errors. Okay, we can integrate with CID and other tools. Okay, the component of SonarQube we will be seeing up, the SonarQube server and SonarQube scanner that we will be discussing up. Okay, so as a DevOps engineer, you have to only one time set up this SonarQube server. Okay, and then you have to provide a database. Is it possible that you can integrate your SonarQube database with your Postgres database or Oracle database, whatever database you can use? There is multiple option provided from SonarQube. Okay, and develop, and after that, whenever you're creating any SonarQube server, then you have to make it in the administration. You can create multiple user and you can provide that user credential to your developers, right? DevOps jobs is only one time to install SonarQube, setup SonarQube setup completely. Okay, and integrate with your all the your project pipelines. That's it. Okay, after that, whatever the error is come, just provide them the credentials, details about the project, the developer can go like log in into the SonarQube server to their respected projects. They can review all the things, what are the error, bugs or duplication. They can sort it out their error. They can they can give one more version of their code. They can push it, right, to get it deployed. Whenever there is a, like, if the failed the result is coming 60%, then it should come to 80% of your success rate of your code. Okay. And SonarQube is open source tools, as you are aware that it's open source tool managing the code quality of an application. It can, code quality, code run commits, everything is there. Why SonarQube? As I mentioned before, is a continuous inspection. Code quality, whenever the your pipeline triggers, whenever there is a build, before that you can, if you are integrating with the SonarQube, always there will be continuous inspection of your code quality, right? Okay, and the guidelines for the developer to fix it, the same thing which I mentioned, that SonarQube provide clear remediation guidance for the developer to understand and fix issues. For term overall, all the deliver better software, safer software, right? Okay, if you come over here, if you see that, what is the importance of static code analysis? Why static code analysis is critical in development process? Right? It can identify, fix issues early. So if you're going with the with the agile methodology, you have periodical deployment. Then whenever there is a bugs, you can in every build you can resolve it. They can deploy it instead of going for the complete like you're developing complete product and you're finding all lot of bugs. Then it can be a headache for the developer, and they cannot even remember the code at the time. Okay, based on your sprint 1 to 10, let's say your development is going for the sprint wise, so it's better in the first sprint only you get all the bugs in front of you. With the help of SonarQube, it will better way to resolve it and make it better code quality, right? Ensure adherence to code standards. Customize rules in SonarQube, as I mentioned before. You can customize based on your programming language. Okay, static code analysis tool, fine. There is a multiple like competitor of our SonarQube also is not the only one, right? So JetBrains also one of the better one. If you go and check it out, let me show you that JetBrains. Okay, so essentially they are also doing the same thing, right? So there are multiple providers, and one more is from the Apache. Okay, if you check this, you'll be finding Apache Jets. They're also doing the same thing. Okay, but the most popular is SonarQube. Okay, so these all the same thing, library tools, contributor layers. Okay, if you check here, you'll be finding it's kind of same things. Okay, this is, hope that is clear the point. Okay, programming language, what programming language that is supported by SonarQube? It covers mostly all the programming language, major programming language, C++, okay, Groovy, Java, JavaScript. It can be node.js, next.js, any kind of JavaScript, Python, Shift, Visual, XML, all the kind of, right? Puppet, everything. List of programs supported. Okay, and the code quality check with SonarQube. Okay, it can be integrated with CI/CD pipelines. Okay, in your so Jenkins or any other GitLab or Circle CI, whatever you're using it. Okay, it may automate code quality check within your CI/CD workflow. Component, a breakdown component to core component. The one is server and the scanner, which I'll be showing in the later in the lab practicals. Okay, okay, setup Sonar one-time task, as I mentioned that. Okay, user access, we can create multiple user for the SonarQube administration, and we can provide all the user credentials to the users, like your X developer, Y developer, many developer. Okay, database support is also provide. Okay, so this part is done. So what we will do it now? Okay, first before that we will go and we will check official website of SonarQube. Okay, this is official website SonarQube. Okay, here you have multiple versions, right? This is community edition, which is free, which we are using for currently. Okay, so it's provide like code analysis for 19 language, Java, JavaScript, Terraform, Docker, Kubernetes. You can cover everything. Detect bug, basic. Okay, the advanced version is community edition plus. Then you have to go for purchasing one. You have to pay to get this all thing based on your organization. You can integrate it. Okay, for current scenario, we are going with the dollar for the free version. Okay, so in this case, what we will do it, we will be using SonarQube as a Docker image. Okay, we will create it with the Docker image a container, then we will run what SonarQube in the Docker container. Okay, the official image also is here, Docker SonarQube. Okay, so the part is done. So what we will do now, we will go and we will create quickly one EC2 machine. Fine, so we should not get any delay. A launch instance. In this case, what we will do, we will take one powerful instance because we have to run SonarQube, Jenkins, and a lot of things, right? So I will get SonarQube. Right, I'll take Ubuntu image. Fine. I will just take where we are. After that, what we will do it, we will take T2 medium is fine. T2 medium is fine. What we will do, we will take T2 large. Okay, just to make it powerful. We'll create one more key. Let's say SonarQube key. So we should be remember. We will download .pem. Okay, this is done. We will keep default VPCs. Right, subnet also default. SSH is fine for currently. Okay, 8 GB is fine. Okay, we'll review and launch it. Okay, and one more thing, what we will do it, the best practice is to provide one elastic IP. Okay, so what we will do, we will provide one elastic IP. We will go to elastic IP. Okay, quickly we will request for one elastic IP. AP south. Okay, AP south just is done. Fine. Now we have elastic IP in our account, right? So what we will do, we will allocate we will just check this and we will associate with our running instance, right? The running instance, what is there? We have SonarQube. The private IP is the same one. Just click OK. So this is the start. Okay, so what we did, we already added, right? So I will just name that SonarQube, right? So with the IP we will be logging in. So what I will do it now, I'll go back to the instance, just click on the instance, we will click it here, just click here. This is the elastic IP we have assigned, right? So I'll copy the same, just I'll go for mobile extra, then I will click here, just I will paste this here. I'll give it Ubuntu, right? I will give it okay. What we will do now, we have given our private IP, we have private key and the IP, and we have giving Ubuntu user, right? So just I will be inside the right. Fine. Now what we will do it, just we will click sudo su to become the root user, right? So first thing what we will do it, we will update our packages, sudo apt update. Fine. With this we will update. Okay, we have taken T2 large, right? So it's showing me, see, we have 8 GB of the RAM, and we have storage, we have 2 R4 CPU, right? So it's a powerful machine. Okay, this part is done. So the next step what we will do it, we will go to the document. Okay, so the first thing what we have to do it, we have to check is our Docker is installed in my server. Okay, so what I will do it, Docker, just I will click. So it's showing me that no, Docker is not exist. You can install by using Docker apt install docker.io, right? So I will use the same thing. Okay, as per the what he has mentioned, the same thing I'll follow. I'll just insert docker.io. Okay, the reason is that we will be installing we will be installing SonarQube as a container. Okay, just to ease the thing, because we are using for the practice version. In real-time environment, you can create one separate server, we can install in that. So maybe I will cover that part also. Okay, so if I check docker -v, so it's showing me Docker, right? So if I exit from here, if I check now the docker -v, okay, so it's providing me docker version. Okay, fine, this part is done. So next thing what you have to do it, we have to give the permission to Ubuntu, right? So this is a command which we are saying user mode, okay, add docker to the Ubuntu group, okay, Ubuntu to the docker group, sorry. And the second thing, what we will do it, after adding that, we will say that restart the new group, right? So just new group, docker, refresh the group. So just insert here, hit enter, okay. The part when is done, to validate all the permission, just we will check docker ps, okay. If I check the docker ps, it should show me that there is no docker containers is available, so I can access from the root directory and from the Ubuntu also, okay. So this is basically we added the Ubuntu to the docker group, okay. If we check here the docker, just a second, docker, okay, docker images, right? So we don't have any images, right? So what we will do it, as I mentioned before, this is the official document, right, to pull the docker SonarQube, right? So we'll be using the same thing, okay. So before that, what we will give the permission to docker socket. So the thing is that just a second, so we'll provide the permission to the docker.socket, okay. Just copy this, go to the terminal, okay, to here. Either you can go with the command with this one. So we are giving read write exit permission to docker.sock, okay. So if you want to go and check where is the directory, where the content, everything, you can follow the same thing, okay. If you ll here, ls here, you may find docker.sock, okay. So if you ll, it should show that, okay, docker. Just a second, okay, it's showing see read write execute permissions which we have given now, so it's fine. Just we'll go to the main directory, just use cd, okay, control L just to clear the screen. This part is done. So after whatever the changes we have done, so to make the easy, we will just restart our docker service, right? So if I check the status of the docker service, system say tier status docker, all right, restart. So the container engine also is working fine, okay. This part is our part is done. So what we will do it, we will just switch to super user again, to the root user, and what we will do it, we will pull the image, okay, from the docker, okay. So this is a command, I will explain the command also. So basically what we are doing, we are saying that docker run, okay, detach mode, okay, and what name you have to mention, sonar, please, sonar, okay. And the port mapping we are doing of the container to this local machine, that means instance 9000 of the container, the machine 9000, right? And what image we are giving, SonarQube, okay. If you check here, it's mentioned the SonarQube, right? Instead of pulling the image and converting to container, we are just giving here docker run d, and from here, and what version we are taking, latest, sorry, this is a stable version, right? LTS, okay. LTS is a stable version, we don't require any new latest version, we will go with the community one. So what we will do with that command, it will try to check in the locally, okay, is the image present? No, it's not present. So is what is done now, it's going and check it on from the docker, okay. The SonarQube is exist here, right? So it will pull from there and it will create a one container. That container will be running in 9000 to 9000, right? By the default, the container is SonarQube is designed for 9000, okay. If you go in the configuration file of SonarQube, then you can change that also, okay. I'll show you how that happens too. If you check here docker images, you should be able to see one docker SonarQube image, right? If you check docker ps-a, then it should show you the container. See, there is a one container which is running, right? Sonar LTS community, right, with the name, and it's up from 28 seconds, right? The port is 9000, which I mentioned now, okay. But we cannot access that. The reason for that is we have not enabled security for our instance. So what we will do it, we will go here, Okay, we will go here and we will add two security inbound roles. Okay, one for the SonarQube and one for the Jenkins. So what I will do it, I will add 9000 custom anywhere. I will add 8080. Fine, this is for the Jenkins. So just to remember that, I will just name it here SonarQube, right? This is for SSH access. For me, I'm opening. It's for public, but still to remember, just I'll give it a name, right? Okay, so what we will do it now, this part. Okay, this part is done. We will just copy the IP. Okay, what is the IP of this instance? Let us see. Okay, if we click here, you'll be finding the public IP, right? This is a elastic IP which we have created. Just I will paste it here, then I will click 9000. Okay, you should be able to see SonarQube server is up and running. By the default, the user and the password for this is admin, right? Hit enter. So now what the first thing what it will ask you to just regenerate your password. So what we will do it, we will go scroll down. Okay, so what we will keep it, we will keep asking, okay, the password, so that it should be documented also. Anyways, I will be deleting this server later on. Okay, so this part is done. We already have. Let's go and check it out. Before that, what we will do it asking you that, do you want to create your project? Okay, do you want to integrate with Azure DevOps, Bitbucket server, Bitbucket cloud, GitHub, GitLab, any kind of repos? Okay, where you have source code management reside. For our use case, we'll be using from GitHub, right? So what we will do it, we will just click here manually, right? I'll give the name of project display name as a website. Okay, just a second here. Okay, just I'll show you. Just to scroll down below, have I mentioned SonarQube, Sonar property? Okay, so what we will do it, we will just name it website. Okay, both website, and the branch is main. Let me go and check it out. Okay, oh, it's main. Okay, just click setup. Fine. What we are integrating with Jenkins. Okay, and what we are using DevOps platform as GitHub. Fine. And if you go for configure analysis, okay, just I will click configure analysis, then I will click continue, right? So it should for me build token. Okay, then click again what kind of project we are using for others, because our is node.js. Okay, so it's providing me the properties. So this one we have to save it, right? It is very useful, we have to save it. Okay, it is usually this is the code, right? Access code, access token, right? Sonar property is equal to web key. So I have copied, then it's suggesting me to provide one Jenkins file too. So what I will do it, I will just paste the Jenkins file too if I'm going to integrate. Okay, Jenkins file, this is Sonar properties, Sonar properties. Fine, this part is done. Let me save it so that I should not for delete anyway. Desktop Sonar properties. Okay, okay, this part we already saved. Then what we will do it, we will finish the tutorial, then the part is done. Okay, so what we require from here is that we have to go to the administration. Let me go first here, click here to my account. You can see it, we have login with the admin, right? Sonar administration, Sonar user. You can create the user, multiple user, and you can provide all the users to your the credentials to your developers. Okay, so if you go for the administration, then you will be finding that all the languages is available here. security SMT username if you need any like email server or something else. Okay, security, if you see global permissions, fine, we have the quality gate, users, administration, this all parts is there. Okay, you can review it. Go for the management. Here if you see that you don't have any key here, you can create the key. We have created the project but we don't have any key, right? If you click here, you'll not be finding. So what we will do it, we will just go and create one key. Now what we will do, we will create one token, right? Text token, so that we can integrate with Jenkins. So SonarQube with Jenkins. So what you have to do, you have to go to the administration, then you have to click my account, then you have to go to security, then you have to give it here Sonar. No, just I'll give it Jenkins. Fine. Select the token type. I can give the project analyst token. I can give global analyst token as user token. In the sense, if I'm giving the project analyst token, then I can restrict only to website project which we created before, right? Few months before. If I'm collecting a global token, that means all the projects in the Jenkins, sorry, in the SonarQube server can be accessed, can be integrated with this token. So in this case, what we will do with this same thing, we will just click on this token. So this token is generated. We will copy here and we will paste it, right? We'll paste it. Don't forget to just save it before you check it out, right? So it's showing that you have Jenkins global never the day I have created today, and this is the time, right? 7 February. So we have created. Okay, it's valid up to 1 month, 30 days, which we have mentioned now. Okay, okay, this part is done. What we will do it now, just we'll go back. The part from this end is completed. So to make it more safer side, just I will copy this. Okay, all the code, right? Just I'll go here, SonarQube, just I will paste it here with the new code. Okay, okay, this is our token, this is our properties, right? This is a token which we are going to use it. Saved. Okay, so the part is done. We already covered all the thing. Now what we will do it, we will install Jenkins. Okay, so the step what we, if you click here, you'll be to the Jenkins, how to install Jenkins on Ubuntu, right? We have Ubuntu, just click here. So what we will do it, we will create one script, okay, to run the Jenkins here. Okay, so what I will do it, I will use nano Jenkins dot sh, right? So instead of going and creating everything, and what we will do it, we will just copy paste, or we will do from the here itself. The dependency is that we have to install Java, right? So just copy the here, just enter here, just paste it here, right? So this part is done, and let me just control, no, what we will do it, just a second, I will delete this content. Okay, Java version, we will give the command as -y. It should not prompt me any like to provide the content, right? And the second thing what we have to do it, we have to install now LTS, long-term support release, right? So in this case also what we will do, we will copy all the command, just we will go here and we will paste it here. Okay, if you check my content and this one, as I mentioned, let me just show you. Okay, everything is here, right? -y Jenkins. So after that, what we have to just add these commands, which is here in the bottom, right? Just we will copy here and we will paste it, right? We will copy this command also, we will paste it. Okay, status fine. If you click it here, okay, apt get, and you have to give -y, so it should not ask me anything. Okay, let me see, I missed out any point. No, I haven't missed. So version update y. is fine. Let me see here also. Okay, this part is completed. Okay, so what we will do, we will just exit now with prompt yes, save it. Okay, so after that we have to provide the executable permissions also, right? When you're creating any if you're creating any SSH file, then what you have to do it, you have to provide read execute permission to it. Okay, so just I will take here and just I will enter. Okay, if you LL here, you should be civil that it is rewrite executable permission is given to it. Okay, even if you want to just change ownership to Jenkins instead of root, here is a root, right? So we can keep Jenkins, right? And we can give command for this ownership to it, Jenkins. Okay, we have not installed the Jenkins, right? That's I said no issue. After installing the Jenkins, we can give the permission. Okay, so for this, what we will do it, we will run this shell command script. So you can use with that hyphen Jenkins tab, right? So just we will wait, it will start executing all the commands and it will install the Jenkins part, right? And this is also present in the document. Don't worry, you don't need to worry, and I will be uploading this document in the GitHub, so you can use with that. Okay, so just I will. Okay. And what we require now, we already opened the port also, so that part also is is completed. We no need have any concern for that. Okay. Okay. So now Jenkins is already running, and we will copy this this a password, right, to access the Jenkins. So just we will go and we will take the IP address, right? We can copy the IP address from here, just paste it here, right? Instead of 9000, we will be using default port. So we are into the Jenkins. Just let me copy the key, right? I'll paste it over here. I'll continue. Install plugins. Just we will wait a few seconds, right? We are here up to here. So what we will do it, we will add credentials to it, right? So whenever the Jenkins is installed, we will just change the all the user login passwords. Okay. Okay, before that, what we can do it, you can come to my channel. There you can find all the tutorial related to DevOps. Okay, you can enhance your knowledge, you can share with your friends and everything. If you go for the Jenkins, you can find all the content related to that. We have some like projects also we have completed, right? 3-4 projects are there. Integration of your SMT server, like email notification, introduction, Node.js application, master slave architecture, how you're going to make it with SSH key authentication, and you will be finding all these videos like a document in the GitHub, which I have already shared in this description itself, the link of the GitHub. So with that you can access everything. Okay, so if you go here, if you check, it should be available. All the default plugins are getting installed now. So what we will do after that, when it's installed, we will change the user password. Okay, it's getting installed. Okay, fine, it's providing me the user. Okay, so what we will do it, we will create the user with admin super, right? Admin super, and we'll give one password to it. I'll give it admin super QST, right? I will reconfirm the password. I will give XYZ or sonar. Okay, it can be anything default. Okay, save and continue. It should be at gmail.com, right? It's showing me the default. It's fine, we are aware of it. Yeah, okay, now we are into the Jenkins build. Okay, before we start, first thing what we have to do it, we have to go. Now what we will do it, we'll go for the manage Jenkins, and we require some of the plugins, right? So if you click on the plugins here, available plugin, first plugin we have to add is SonarQube scanner. Okay, SonarQube scanner, SonarQube scanner. Okay, install this, and we required remaining available plugins. Then we required JDK, right? This one, Eclipse Trimmer, install it. Okay, you have to click this and you have to install it. Okay, let me check one more time. SonarQube plugin, this is done. If you go and check available plugins, maybe GitHub integration we can add, right? GitHub integration, right? We will install this also because we require webhooks, right? So this part is done, and this also is done. We have added everything. Fine. So now what we will do it, we will just restart. Okay, just I will type it here, restart. Yes, I want to restart because I have installed some plugin. Okay, it will take few seconds. Before that, what we will do, we will just copy our user which we have created. We will be logging with the same credentials which we have created. Okay, what we will do now, just we will paste the credential which we copied. Okay, if you go to the password, I have just created admin, right? Admin QST, right? Just paste it here, keep it signed in. You're into the Jenkins server now. Okay, so now what we will do it, we will create one job, right? We will create the job, we will keep it sonar project scan, right? And I will click freestyle project, and then I'll go here. Okay, okay, just you give test. I will keep only one build or two build. Okay, then we will give git repository. This is a URL of my repo. If you click it here, okay, you can copy the code from here. Okay, and you can find the tutorial document, this document also. After making it structured way, I will upload with this video, right? In the description you'll be finding this. So we have copied the URL. Just I will give the URL as my repo is public, so I don't require any credentials. Let me check is a main, so I have to create this is as a main, right? So just I'll go here, just I will create a build step. No, what I will do it, I will save it and I will build it now. So it's started building the, our pipeline. If you go for the console output, if you check here, you'll be finding all the details that it fetched all the content available there in our repo. Okay, it fetched here to our server. The second thing, only the code is not our agenda. Our agenda was to get it our code scanned in SonarQube. For that, what you have to do it, you have to go for the global tool configuration, right? You have to add JDK, then you can add Java 17, right? Install automatically. It's used install from adopm.net. Fine. This JDK is fine. Then we will go down. Our Git is already installed. SonarQube installation. Sonar, where is Sonar? Okay, Sonar installation, right? So I'll give it Sonar. Okay, because we already have covered this Sonar server, right? So I'll just give Sonar server. Fine. I'll keep it installed automatically. Okay, just I will apply, then I will save it. Okay, what we have done as per our document, we have added Sonar server, right? And what we have to do it now, we have to add the server also. Tools we already added, right? So what we will do it now, just we will add the server into it. Okay, if you go here down, then you'll be finding the name of this server, right? Then you have to add this, and you have to add the token also. So just if you scroll down below, then you'll be finding Sonar server. Okay, just add Sonar server. Okay, if you check here, you'll be finding Sonar server. Add SonarQube. Just name Sonar, right? SonarQube server. I can give any name just to make it remember. So what I will do is just I will add SonarQube IP, right? It's 9000. Fine. I have to give the 9000. And what kind of authentication we are using? So if you check here, I don't have any credentials, right? For time being, I will just apply, and I will open Jenkins a new tab. There I will create one credentials. If you go for the credentials here, you have to click here, then you have to add the credentials here. What kind of authentication we are using? We are using secret text. Okay, secret text. Where is our secret text which we have created in SonarQube, right? Where what is that? If you go up, you'll be finding one token which we created. Okay, just copy this code. Okay, paste it here. Give ID as SonarQube, right? Description. This is for Sonar Jenkins integration. Right? Just refresh this. You should be able to find the token, I mean the password credentials. Okay, which we can add it. If you click here, you find it. This is for Sonar Jenkins credential. Just tap apply and save it. Okay, our part is done. Now what we will do it, we will go to the project. We will go to the project. We'll go to the configure, right? Let me review one point. Maybe we missed out something. System. No, you go for the manage Jenkins tools, right? Let me just edit this 17. I have to click here. Okay, we missed out. Required 17 version, right? JDK 17. Okay, so I will select JDK 17 version. Okay, this is the updated version which we are going to use it. Okay, you have to check the version also. Just go down. Okay, this part is done. What we will do it now, we already added here. Main also is there. Build trigger, we can app GitHub. Okay, fine. Just go here, build step, execute SonarQube. Okay, inherent from the job, no issue. The same, it will take 17. Okay, the token here we require to add the properties which we have created. If you go up, right? If you go up, we have created one properties, right? These are properties. You have to add sonar is equal to website. Okay, Sonar website. That's it. Nothing more. We don't want to add anything. Just if you go and check, cross check also. So there is a task which we have to add it. Just go scroll down. Okay, I'll show you the what we have added. We have done everything. We added SonarQube. That's it. Okay, just what I will do it, I will apply and I will save it. Okay, and just I will build it now. If you go to the console output, then it's showing me that yes, it's taking all the content right from a GitHub. Just we will review this document. As I mentioned that we already did everything, so there was some internet issue, so we will build it again now. If you click build now, okay, then you'll see the process. So the build is getting now, right? We started the build. So if you click on the console output, then we can have all the reviews. So let me delete this build, which just happened. So if you go for the build is showing me successful. Okay, we'll go for the console output, then it's fetching all the details, like it's saying that it's fetched all the content from our repo, right? This is our repo. From here the repo is given, and it's showing, and where it is there, it is in the for lib Jenkins works specs. Okay, in the server EC2 instance, Jenkins server is created the workspace. Okay, and where it has pushed the code to analyze, then it has provided the IP and 9000 port, which is our sonar is working, right? Sonar, and it's provided the properties also, which we created and we have given here, right? dsonar.project key website. Then it's did all the analysis, okay, details and everything, 8 files detail. Okay, so in the state it mentioned that execution is successfully, and it's also showing everything that the server IP, what is the server IP where analysis has been happened. Okay, this is the IP for Sonar and the port is 9000. Okay, so if you want more detail, then you go to the server. Okay, this is a server. If you go for the project, if you refresh the project, then you will showing that website that is paused. If you click on the website, then you will be finding all the details, like 0 bucks is there, new vulnerability is 0, new security hotspot is 0. Okay, if you check on the issues, then it will provide you the details that what are the issues are there. Okay, click on the issues, then here you will be finding all the details, like there are the 7 bugs into the code. All if you click here, you will be finding the bugs are 7. Okay, the vulnerability is 0, code smell is 0. Okay, if you just click on any one of this option, okay, scope is there, main code, test code, the details are there. Even you can go for the security categories, then you can see the rules what we have mentioned, if we have assigned any separate rules or something else, but for the we are using for the default, right? So if you click on the any of this any of this image or like bug or error, then you'll find the where is in the which line the error is there, and the recommendation from SonarQube how to resolve that one. SonarQube will provide you the multiple options, right? So what we will do it first, we will just click here. Okay, so if you go here, it is showing that you please add alt so that this bug will be removed. Okay, so this is a recommendation from SonarQube, right, after the code is analyzed. So there are multiple options which this part is from the developer side. Just we have to provide the access. If you have this all errors, just assign to if you're using project management tool, it might be Jira or XYZ, it can be Trello or anyone, it can be Redmine also. There you have to just assign the token to the designer person, right? Okay, so if you see here, all the details is there. If you go for SonarQube, then if you go for the configuration, and okay, we have mentioned everything, build to we have given auto. Now what we will do it, we will make it a webhook trigger, right? We'll make it auto deployment whenever the new code is there, just is to be passed a SonarQube, then it should be deployed on your distributed server. Okay, we'll go for the setting, then we will go for the webhooks. Okay, add webhooks, then we will copy the IP of the Jenkins. IP of our server. Just we will add HTTP, and instead of 8080 the port, it will be 8080 port, but we have to add some of the content after that. That will be GitHub webhooks. Okay, I think we have done one mistake. It should be webhooks, not hooks. S should be deleted, but still I will try it so that it should throw me the error. Okay, if you check here, it will show me that the error is failed. Okay, so what we will do, we will try to edit this part. Okay, and just go down, and if you go for the recent delivery, it's showing me that yes, it's failure. And the ping also is showing that we tried to connect with this IP and the Jenkins, but it's showing me failure, right? Let me see what. Okay, so now we removed the S. We try to update now. So let's see, let's wait for this. Hopefully it should provide me the ping, but I don't know what's happening. So I think I have to delete this webhook and create new one. So just let me see, try one more time. Why it's creating the I have everything correct. So secret also don't require it because it is my public repo. Okay, just update the webhook. Let's see now. We'll go for the webhook again. Okay, what we will do it, we have deleted this. Now we will add again webhook. Just we will paste, okay, the IP of this webhook, GitHub and the webhook. Okay, the slash you have mentioned. Just I will make it application JSON. The secret is none. Just click, it should ping now. Okay, the ping is done. So now webhook connection with GitHub and Jenkins is done. So now what we will do it, this is the ping. We will create one file to make it auto deployment, right? So we'll go for our directory. This is the Sonar folder. There we will add one simple one file. Okay, inside Jenkins SonarQube. Just click on add file, create new file. Just we will add the content here. This is SonarQube server, right? SonarQube testing, webhooks, and with Jenkins, right? Jenkins server. Just we will mention that the content. Please do share and subscribe. Okay, our channel. Just we have typed this content, and thanks for watching. We can add our thanks. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, just try to save it. Okay, I think I have not given the file name, right? Okay, what happened about test SonarQube? Okay, what we have to do it now, we have to create again. We did some mistake here, right? Just we'll go for the SonarQube. Okay, we will create with the new pattern. Create new file. Just give the name as I mentioned before, right? First what we'll do, we'll give the name of the file. Okay, anyways, we will add the content first. This testing webhooks, and please do share and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching or tuning. We can make it tuning in. We will create be in touch, right, to make the ease. Just I'll give the name as any request or something, request.txt, right? Just we will commit now. So when we commit, is asking me, okay, fine, we will commit it without any description. So if you check the Jenkins, there should be one trigger happen, the pipeline trigger. If you go here, you go for SonarQube, then come here, is showing that pending, finished, waiting, right? So last build was 12 minutes ago, right? So if you check here now, if you go here, just what we will do it, we will go and we will check, refresh that, it should be anything. Okay, just we will let last analysis was 15 seconds. let the build continue. When the build is done, you will be seeing new code over here. You can do code in the system, new report will be generated. Okay, server side processing success, website is a large build. If you create here, you'll be seeing that everything is done, and the analysis report also has been done. If you change the changes is showing that we have created one request.txt file, right? This is validation is correct. Where it is there, it in the Jenkins server, then in the main directory. Okay, inside the Jenkins. So if you refresh now here, okay, showing that 51 seconds before we have done this. Okay, if you check here, we have created a txt file, so it will not be any more like error or something else. If you just click on the issues, then you find all the related things. Okay, related content. Our tasks to create one SonarQube are assign the credentials, and to provide every single things and the access to the developer. The part is done. So what we have to do it, we have to, as I mentioned before, just create a user for the Jenkins for SonarQube server, and provide the access to the designated developers. So before that, what we will do it now, just we will delete the elastic IP which we have created, because elastic IP is a charge if you are keeping in the pathway. Okay, in the stop mode, AWS will charge. So first what we will do it, we'll dissociate IP from our instance. Then we will release this elastic IP to AWS. We don't require, because we are terminating okay, the instance. So if you see here in account, we don't have any elastic IP. This part is done. You have to go to the instance, just click on the SonarQube which we have created, just click on this instance type, terminate instance. Just you have to click terminate, so in the few seconds it will get terminated. This is how you can practice, and there will be no charges because we are not using more than 1 hour. Maybe if you have charges also, it might be $1 or something. Just we can request AWS to waive off this. So usually if you're practicing, you're a student, it will be done. Please don't forget to subscribe.